What are your default bad habits? I genuinely want to know. Mine personally is when I'm having an incredibly shitty and unproductive day, what I'll do is I'll usually eat like utter shit, just pure processed, high saturated fats, seed oil induced foods, nasty shit. I know that I feel better when I eat good food, when I eat fresh, organic, um, non-saturated or processed one ingredient foods. I feel much better. But there are often days where I'll fucking take down two of those big things of Pringles, ice cream, pizza, French fries, and I'll feel like just a fucking couch potato. And that usually leads to sitting down watching a bunch of anime or TV shows or movies. It used to be playing video games 2 or 3 years ago, but that I cut out my life or scrolling on my stupid phone for 3 or 4 hours, literally doing nothing, just doing this motion, getting entrenched into your phone and forgetting about life. And it sucks. It does. It absolutely sucks. I have pretty much cut out masturbation hardly, maybe a few times a year. If it is a, I'll do that. So that is a bad habit that I did cut out. But now I am working. I wish I was getting better progress of cutting out a lot of those other bad habits. I would say number one would be the food. I know if I eat better, if instead of picking up that Pringles box, I'm getting an apple and some yogurt, I would be just as satisfied. Actually, no, I'd be way more satisfied after I eat the apple and the yogurt or some fruit and some eggs maybe. I feel amazing after I do that. I feel good, my energy start to increase, my focus, my clarity, my mental fog goes away. Reverse that effects when you were eating junk food. You literally get more mental fog, you get slower, you start to slouch, you become a couch potato, you want to be lazily. So why not cut that out? And why is it so hard? Well, it is literally addicting. The stuff that they put in that food, it is quite literally poisoning us to be addicted to get more. It is the same thing that they put in the phones. Those dopamine hits that you get that you are just craving so hard when you are scrolling on your phone on Instagram. Right when you wake up, you check the timer, set it off, and then you just get stuck in a fucking doom loop reel for an hour straight, and you don't even know what the hell happened. I'm talking from my personal experience here, but I would like to know if other people feel that exact same way. Right before you go to bed, okay, I'm just gonna go on Instagram for a second. It goes from 10 o'clock to 11:30, and you don't know what the hell happened. I literally don't know what the hell happens. How is that healthy? And I also know that I feel zero benefit when I do that. There is no value. I could not tell you the last 3 reels that I watched. I couldn't tell you any reel that I watched today or any 3 reels that I watched for the past week. I couldn't tell you. But somehow my Instagram hours is an hour or 2 hours a day. So how the fuck is that possible? I don't know. Is my memory that bad? Or is just the memorable actions that are being placed through the phone just so pitifully low? I know if I listen to a 1 hour podcast or I listen to a lot of audiobooks, if I listen to a 12-hour audiobook, I remember a lot of that because I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to process the information. I'm trying to think through it. Why do I not remember anything when I'm scrolling on that stupid thing? Probably because it provides zero value. So cut that shit out, dude. It's so fucking easy, but it's impossible at the same time. I feel like a little crackhead that needs to snort his cocaine just to get through the day. It shouldn't be that way though, because I feel better when I'm not on my phone. I feel better when I don't eat junk food. I feel better when I do the things I know I'm supposed to do. So then why don't I do that every single day? What are your bad habits? Genuine question. What are they? What is your default bad habit when something bad happens? Or for me, another bad habit, and I think this is something that is rooted into us from when we are children. Because if I had a good football game or a good stupid anything good happen, what I would do is me and my dad or my family would actually not just me and my dad would grab some takeout or something, like a pizza, and bring it back. Therefore, good behavior was rewarded with a bad outcome. Reversely, if something bad were to happen, it was rewarded with that same outcome. Therefore, anything that happens, if it's good or bad, I think, oh, let me reward myself with eating something shitty. Whereas opposed to that, I should not be rewarding a good activity with a bad one or rewarding bad activity with more bad. That is something that I think is rooted into us from the jump as we are raised and cultivated as our young adults, as we are. But don't pretend like you have no default problem, that when something happens, that is triggered and you do it. Maybe it's a good thing, unless there are people who have perfect habits, which there probably are some people out there, but of the 11 people who are going to watch this video, I highly doubt one of the 11 are one of those maybe 2 and a billion people out there who have perfect habits. So I'm going to go out on a broad assumption and using the probabilities of large numbers that there is something that every single person can work on, and you know what you have to work on. I know what I have to work on. So why don't we all do it? I don't know, because it's fucking hard, right? It's 9:30 after this. I'm saying, ho ho ho. Maybe I go watch the recent episode that just came out of XYZ show. When instead, I know if I spend that 30 minutes doing the work I know that I need to get done, my life will be more complete in the long run. And I'm not gonna fucking remember that show. There are some shows that I remember, like Naruto. I'd watch that over again. And I'm not saying to be perfect all the time. I think there are days when it is good and I feel great sitting on the couch, kind of snuggled up watching movies all day or some shows. I just don't think that can be every day or once every 3 days. I don't know what the correct ratio is, but for me, with the goals that I know that I want to accomplish, it's just a lot more. I hopefully only do that 2 to 3.5 times a month, maybe. But we'll see. It's more than that, probably 5, 6 times a month. I need to get those numbers down. But I guess I'm still not spending all day. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Who the hell would take advice from a random human on the internet? Anyway, I do. I do it all the time. I'm the random person talking to myself on the internet, trying to give myself advice, and I'm the only one stupid enough not to listen to myself, who knows perfectly what I need to get done because I'm living in my own fucking body and I can't even take that. So, hey,